What's up? What's up? How you guys all doing? So, the first Saturday in May is our practice, and we're gonna have every Saturday in May a practice, and every Friday is going to be a game. Right now, me and my wife are gonna be talking about ordering me a jersey, because I get one every year. So this would be my third jersey, because it'd be my third year playing softball. See, I never really had to buy jerseys for hockey, because, the team I played on always gave me a jersey. So altogether, I played for 17 hockey teams. So I had 17 jerseys, and this is where hockey got very, very expensive. So whatever color the jersey wore, my glove, my blocker, and my helmet, and my goalie pads had to match the color of my jersey. That's where everything got expensive. See, the thing is, I was happy because I had a sponsor for my equipment. I had a sponsor for my stick, my blades, my helmet, my glove, my blocker glove, and my glove, catching glove, and my pads. Never really had everything else was, just wore out or whatever. And hockey skates, every couple of years, I'd get new blades, and they were sponsored. Only thing that wasn't sponsored was the boot for the skate itself. So, I'm hoping if I join another league, maybe a fall league or a spring league for slow pitch, that I can find a sponsor for equipment. And the good thing about the sponsor, every year when I did get equipment, they gave me their card, their email, and their phone number on this card, and said, if you know anybody who you think deserves, they can get a scholarship for free equipment, have them call, and they would do an interview. Well, there was 5 hockey players who got picked at random, and I was one of them, under pure luck. And my coach was like, hey, this guy deserves this. He's here from the time I get here, and he leaves when we lock the doors. I only did that is because, for one, my coach for the 8 years of I played was amazing. The rest of the years, I just jumped onto teams, and I was their backup. They called me. I did it for 17 years, but straight 5 years I was on this guy's team. And he no longer does it because he got hurt. He rolled his ankle and he could never skate again. He's fine, but he can't skate. He can't put too much. Well, he has to walk with a crutch, but he's fine. Now he sells cars for a living. And that's okay, but his kids still play. He goes on every hockey game. I haven't seen him in years since I moved, because it was a Michigan league. But still to this day, if I want a hockey stick, I could probably get a hockey stick. But I don't know. I don't take advantage of sponsors, and never would. But if I could get a sponsor for softball, there'd probably only be a couple things I would ask for anyways. Jerseys, pants, cleats, glove, bat, and you may say that's a lot, and it is. But when you want your equipment getting pushed out, church league would be the way to go to be sponsored. And the thing about hockey is we played at a Christian center. It wasn't ran. The hockey league wasn't ran through the church, but it was at the Christian center. The church owned the hockey arena, so that was pretty cool. And then we traveled to other leagues, and we did. There was like 5 different ice arenas. They were all ran by a Christian center. Was it the same program? I couldn't tell you. Wasn't my business to worry about. But it was pretty cool. I miss hockey. I believe myself that I got worn down. I didn't get pushed away because of my age. Trust me, I played with older gentlemen, so I didn't get pushed out because I got older. I did not get pushed out, period. They didn't think, they were saying, Jeremy, hey man, you're slowing down. What do you want to do? Are you going to stay with us, or are you going to move on? See, I was the smallest guy on the team, and youngest. And there's guys still play today, and they're 50s. So, put that all together, right? I'm 45, and I was playing since I was 12. These guys were like 18, 19 years old when I was 12 playing hockey. Now, I wasn't goalie the whole time. That 17 years, I was only goalie for 5 years. The rest of the time, when I was my very first year, I was defense. And I was, when I seen, oh my God, this goalie ain't gonna be able to stop this puck. As they were shooting, I would dive bomb towards the puck, and that puck would hit me in the chest. And they were looking, and at the time, not the coach was with for 5 years. He goes, "You don't need to be defense. You need to be goalie. That's all you're doing, protecting this guy." And the second year of that league, the goalie was a backup. I felt bad some days and was like, hey, I'm going to let you play. I don't care if you only play 5 minutes or you play a whole period. These are 20-minute periods. So there's times I'd play 2 periods and he would play a period, or there'd be a time he would come in 5 minutes each period, or 2 penalties, or 2 whatever, 2 offsides or whatever, 2 high chickens or whatever. It didn't matter. But if I needed to be out, put my thumb up. I told the rep, hey, we're switching up. Get blah, blah, blah out of here. And boom, he'd be ready to go. Now, win or lose, it didn't matter. Didn't matter if they scored on me. It didn't matter if they scored on them. We just looked at it like this. They scored. Brush it off. Try harder. We lost. Brush it off, but try harder. More practice. So what would we do when they scored on us? Say if we did lose. Say we lost. Say it was 7-5 them. That was 500 hockey pucks getting launched at us. By who? I don't know. The team would come out. He would get 250 pucks. I would get 250 pucks. It didn't matter if I made the team lose or he made the team lose. So each run we lost by, we got 100 pucks launched at us. So if it was 50 him, 50 for me, didn't matter how it happened. That's how we learned our lesson. That's why we would win. I did not ever want to lose. We tried and tried and tried. My blockers tried. Everybody you think of tried. Like, yeah. Just say we lost by 7. That's 700 pucks. That's 350 shots per goalie. You were sore at the end of the day. Not only was the goalie sore at the end of the day, the people shooting. Sometimes you didn't even know who the people are. Sometimes it'd be all 18 of us. Sometimes it'd be 40 of us. But at the end of the day, it sucked. Especially when we lost by 9. I was 900 pucks. No. That was 450 pucks at each goalie. It sucked. And we only lost by 1. But since we lost by 1, they still shot 900 pucks. It didn't matter. It was tiring. So, it didn't matter if you lost by 1 or you lost by 9. It didn't matter. I wanted them 900 pucks. Not after that. I was like, whew, it's time to bundle up and say goodbye. That's the year we lost. And then that's when I went and just, go to the ice arena and be like, hey, need a player? Yes or no? Well, we got 3 games. So you can just stay and watch. Maybe if we need you, you can be a pickup. Or you just go home, we can call you. I lived right down the street where I grew up. The Christian Center was like a mile and a half away. So it didn't matter if my mom was home to take me. Or I honestly rode the dirt bike. Or I rode the scooter. Now the dirt bike, it was never illegal. It was never street legal. But it had everything you can think of. The headlight, the brake light, the license plate, the blinkers, mirrors. And it had a flag. But I never got it registered through the DMV or Secretary of State, wherever you guys live. So I wouldn't really ride the dirt bike. Because usually we rode the dirt bike when we went to Michigan. When we were living in Michigan, we would go to Helen's Dunes. And there was a couple other places, Home Lake, and then it was Lincoln. There was a couple other places too. We used to go to, there was a track in Howell, Michigan. I'm not swearing, don't think I am. Then there was Paradise. We used to go to Paradise Dunes. Pretty cool place. We used to go all over the place. My buddy had a trailer, he had 4-wheelers, dirt bikes. He even had a jet ski, but I was kind of too busy. I never really cared for water. Don't get me wrong, when I go swimming, I don't go underwater. I love jet skiing, but that wasn't my thing. Jet boating, that was a whole different world. I loved going jet boating, but that wasn't a lot of stuff. Just like I like NASCAR, IndyCar, dirt bike riding, stuff like that. But doesn't mean I was going to go to a race. But, yeah, so I'm hoping I can figure some of these things out. I'm going to be talking to a few people. Maybe get a sponsor for softball. And hopefully I can get them to sponsor a couple people. Because I know for a fact, the league, they're trying to build up right now for the roster. With me, my buddy, and his wife. And a couple other people. 2 people I know right now are new to softball. So, I guess they played racquetball with the tee. They played t-ball. A little bit of baseball. But they left the sport. And they're trying to get back into it. They did a couple years in the Army, and they want to get back into, being athletes again. They're in the mid-30s, 35, 36 years old, and they want to get back into it because they went to the service. Now, they're on a 4-year leave with the military. I don't know how that happens, but whatever. Didn't ask. And they want to join the team, so they're trying to build them up. So, we were only going to do 3 practices, but since we got a couple new members, we want to get an extra practice in. So, we'll see. If I could get some sponsorships for slow pitch softball for a church league, that'd be pretty cool. Now, I don't know if any of you folks out there who are subscribed to this channel, thank you very much, have any leads. If you do, please comment down below It don't matter if you guys are in this state, if you're in Olympia, Washington, or Lacey, Washington, or Tumwater, or Centralia, anywhere. Be Mount Rainier, Roy, McKenna, Yelm, Seattle, wherever. If you guys got any hookups and give me a phone number or an email I can write, be kind of cool. Because honestly, if I can get myself and a couple of members on the roster help, trust me, I know for a fact they're going to try 14 times harder than they would if they had to do it by themselves. But folks, thank you for watching. For real. If you guys want to hear more peaceful messages, let me know. Because I love making these things. I love story times. I love making story times. It just makes me so much happier. And it's more relaxing just talking to you folks and missing old positive things in life. So if you want to hear more peaceful messages like my past, let me know. Like, comment, share, and subscribe like always. Let's get to 1,000. And I can reward one of you beautiful people. Thanks. God bless. Stay safe out there. It's cold. It's raining. I'm going in.